Time now for an in-depth look at the market news this afternoon, and for that I'm joined on the line by Dr. Jun-sok, Professor of Economics at the Catholic University of Korea. Professor Yang, good afternoon. Thank you for coming on today.
Happy to be here.
Well, stocks on Wall Street, as we just heard, closed higher overnight ahead of the jobs report due out Friday. Economists expect that to be fairly solid, but fewer jobs added than last month. Strong gains for all three main indices in the U.S. What's the story in the global markets?
Okay, well, U.S. stock indices have been steadily rising since June 30th as analysts are beginning to worry more about recession and stagflation. And this seems to be another case which we see every now and then, where bad news for the economy is good news for the stock market. That's because the Fed may not raise the interest rate as quickly as previously thought. But the possibility of recession did end up in genuine good news, which is that the oil prices fell from $108 on Friday, July the 1st, to $95 on July 5th, the next trading day. But the gas prices have been steadily rising since then, and now it's around $103 per barrel. 10-year Treasury bonds went above 3% to 3.002%. That's slightly above the 2-year bond yields of 3.04%. So it's an inversion, which some analysts argue is a forebearer of recession. So that's also affecting people's projections of stock prices as well. The futures for the stocks are opening down before June employment report is announced. June employment report, as you mentioned in the last story, we expect about 250,000 jobs to be created last month. The unemployment rate is expected to remain flat at 3.6, and that's considered good news, and that's perhaps why the futures are falling at this time. The European stocks, the DAX, FTSE, and CAC all rose yesterday, but today they just started trading, and DAX and CAC are down. FTSE is up. The UK stocks, the FTSE index, will have to face changing political leadership in the United Kingdom as Prime Minister Boris Johnson will give up his position, and members of the Conservative Party will jockey for the position of the next Prime Minister. But the markets actually seem to like that, since FTSE is currently up compared to yesterday. Asian stocks, Nikkei, Shanghai, and Hang Seng all rose yesterday, but today the results are a bit more mixed. Shanghai is a bit down. Hang Seng is a bit up. Nikkei was up by 0.6%, but then the news came that the former Prime Minister Abe was shot, and most of that gain was lost. It ended today with gains of only 0.1%. It remains to be seen whether the news about former Prime Minister Abe will further affect the stock market.
Right, and Korean stocks were up today, too, with foreigners continuing to buy. Another gain, a second in a row. But, Professor, we're up against the clock today. We're going to have to leave it there and catch up again next week. Thank you so much for coming on, and have a great weekend.
Thank you.